Oh boy, here we go again. Bioware will never quite be perceived the same way again after the Mass Effect Andromeda disaster. I think at this point, many will agree that the studio, once regarded as the masters of RPGs, has taken a deep dive from grace to become a shadow of its former self. I think it might have started once EA took over, but I don't know, something's changed. That's all I know. Many were hoping that Bioware Edmonton would pick up the mantle with their new IP, but then people learned that Anthem would be a multiplayer-focused, shared world shooter. Not that the game doesn't have potential to be good, it's just that the Bioware community was hoping more for an epic single-player RPG title that harrows back to the good old days of KOTOR, Jade Empire, and the original Mass Effect trilogy. Which is why now the one Bioware game that fans are placing their hopes and dreams upon is the upcoming Dragon Age 4. We know very little of it except that it's in development, and the hope is that it will at least be as good as Origins, which I think is widely regarded as the best entry in the series yet. Which is why it saddens me to present the news that all may not be well behind the scenes, as creative director of the Dragon Age series, Mike Laidlaw, announced very recently that he has officially left Bioware. I'm trying to have an optimistic outlook and tell myself that it's no big deal, but it's almost never a good sign when a creative director leaves in the middle of a game's development. You may recall that something similar happened during Mass Effect Andromeda's development, and look how that turned out. Key Bioware members like Casey Hudson just jumped ship during summer of 2014. Then, in December of the following year, Senior Development Director of Mass Effect Andromeda Chris Wynn left the team. The year after that, Dragon Age lead writer David Gator, Andromeda lead writer Chris Schlurf, and Andromeda's senior editor Cameron Harris departed within short succession of each other as well. This kind of went on all throughout Andromeda's development, foreshadowing a troubled launch for the game. And now with the departure of Mike Laidlaw, I'm afraid that a similar fate is befalling Dragon Age 4 as well. The optimist in me wants to believe that he just wanted to move on to greener pastures and that the game is in good hands, but I get more of the sense that maybe he wanted to get away from a troubled development environment, or from a studio that's just not what it used to be anymore. He's definitely gonna be a great loss for the team. Before working on Dragon Age, he was also lead writer to one of Bioware's best, Jade Empire. Granted, he was responsible for the underwhelming Dragon Age 2 and the more positively but still mixed reviewed Dragon Age Inquisition. But he's done some good work for the studio, so still a great loss nonetheless. Not to mention that again, just the fact that a game director is leaving the game's development in the middle of it all, it's very strange. Now, soon after Mike's departure, rumors began to spread that Dragon Age 4 might have been cancelled outright, but a tweet by Dragon Age executive producer Mark Dara wishing Mike farewell stated that he's excited for the next Dragon Age game, dispelling these rumors. So yeah, the game is still coming out. The question is, will it do so in good form? Can the game be good with such a sudden shift in management reminiscent to what happened with Andromeda? I think all we can do is wait and see what happens. Only time will tell. Find out in the next episode of Dragon Age Z. I'd love to hear what your thoughts and opinions are on Mike Laidlaw's departure in the comments below. Not a big deal, or an ominous premonition of bleak tidings. Personally, I think something's up behind the scenes, but hopefully I'm wrong and the game ends up being spectacular. I hope that Dragon Age 4 can at least be as good as Origins. That's all I want from this. With that, I would like to end this news update and discussion video. Thank you for tuning in. If you liked this video or found it useful and enjoy my content, consider supporting me on Patreon to participate in Q&As, chat with me on Discord, play games with me, get your name in my videos, and much more. All contributions will go towards helping us remain 100% independent. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out!